Hi, I'm Shahryar Mehdi, and today I'm going to tell you a few synonyms in English that has a relationship with less. Because in the last lecture we studied the synonyms of the word excess. So today we will establish a comprehensive relationship with the word less. Okay. So how the word less is connected with gratitude. It is a very common understanding that when we have less in our lives, we need to practice gratitude to attract abundance. That is the only reason that Allah wants us to practice gratitude with a good attitude, with a lot of patience. So in today's class we will link how the word less is connected with gratitude. Okay, if we have less, if we have few things in our lives, if we have scarcity or a shortage or a dearth of anything that we want to desire in our lives, we practice gratitude to attract abundance in our lives. So try to link abundance with an excess and gratitude with a less or shortage or short, less or few or decreasing or declining or any word which gives us a understanding of less in number or quantity or intensity, anything. And on the other hand, abundance is connected with excess, because excess is the opposite of shortage. Okay, and when there is an excess, there is a abundance. So in a nutshell, gratitude, when comes to our mind, it gives a very high frequency word in English, and that is platitude. That is the key word. Now link the sounds. Gratitude is connected with less, whereas the platitude is connected with more abundance or excess. So now build your own thesaurus by your own understanding. If platitude hits to my mind, what are the other high frequency words which are tested in GRE? And that is trite, flat, flat, dull, plain, facile, flat, flat. All these meanings are somehow interconnected together and give us a meaning of more. How? Because when you write in abundance, you write unnecessary things, and when you write unnecessary things, you write those expressions which are considered hackneyed expressions, or which are considered vernacular in nature, or they sound like in idioms. That is the only reason in writing it is recommended that try to avoid using idioms in your writing, because using too much expressions, idiomatic expressions, spoils the beauty of the writing. So when there is an access, there is a probability, there is an access of word, there's a probability that you might quote unnecessary things or use idiomatic expressions or vernacular expressions or facile expressions. Now link such expressions, or you say now you link these words with high frequency words in English. What are those words? Dictum. Dictum gives the meaning of idiom. Adage is the similar meaning. Idiom is a synonym of idiom. Maxim gives the meaning of idiom. Aphorism, which is itself is an idiom, meaning of idiom, and vernacular is a synonym of idiom. Then axioms. Axioms, what are axioms? Axioms are basically are those words which are used in English that gives us the understanding of assumptions, that gives us the understandings of postulations. Like when you quote something or when you assume something without a substantial evidence, this is called axioms or aphorisms. This is axioms, yes. And aphorism is idiom, right? Sententious is another word, because when you write so many words in a single sentence, it gives us the meaning of sententious. A sententious word is sententious gives another synonym, which is abounding in maxims, which is again idioms. So if you have quoted anything without an evidence, do you really think is it a good idea to write something if you don't have a substantiable evidence to substantiate that finding or a fact? Obviously not. It is not a wise choice to quote something without an evidence or a vestige. Vestige is a synonym of evidence. So cutting the whole story short, gratitude and platitudes is the beauty of contrasts. Because when we go for a platitude, we write excessive things, including idioms and everything that I've just mentioned. While on the other hand, when we write less, we practice gratitude. Simple. In English Pressy, it is more specificity is required by the students or applicants to summarize a passage of 350 words into word third. They are specifically asked to write less, because writing less is more difficult as compared to writing more. Because when we are required to write less, we have to follow a certain paradigm of writing. So yes, and if you successfully produce the 1/3 of the passage, examiners pays gratitude to you, or you pays gratitude to yourself. I mean, I have done it. So here comes the gratitude with less. Okay, so let's explore another dimension of platitude, which is the opposite of gratitude. When we write excessively, okay, so there is a probability that we may write facile expressions And when facile hits to my mind, another 4 or 5 words come to my mind, and these words are brusque, which is abrupt, okay, then anecdote, which is हकायत. जब किसी को कहानी सुनाते हैं, when you narrate something, your story, you need a lot of words. So here comes the anecdote, which requires writing more or writing in abundance. It has a very negative connotation, because it is humorous as well. It is facetious as well, It is absurd as well. It is banal as well. Okay? So, thank you very much. That is all. Thank you.